evening. We are here tonight because it's just about the biggest fire just about everyone can remember, and just about everyone will remember it. It's the fire that closed Granville Island, closed the Granville Street Bridge, and closed the Burrard Street Bridge.
It began simply enough. A fire on a small pleasure boat at the point English Bay goes into False Creek. But the pleasure boat was very close to the creosote-covered wooden dock at the Kitsilano base. And as Kate Corcoran reports, even off-duty fire chiefs were summoned to help battle the blaze.
Thick black smoke. It blanketed the city skyline for hours. Smoke so thick that for a time, residents weren't sure what was on fire.
With the people on the Coast Guard on the other side, and they were saying that it appears to be starting up again on the eastern end. Can you confirm that with Captain McPherson?
An alarm was called in just before noon from the hub of summer activity in downtown Vancouver, Kitsilano Point. By the time fire officials reached the area, the blaze had grown to a 3-alarm fire, meaning 40 firefighters and 15 rigs had to be called in immediately. And what triggered this spectacular blaze? A simple boat fire.
Jim, you were here when the explosion happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I seen the Chinaman launch his boat while I was waiting, all in seconds.
These people seem to have just launched their boat. We were just passing by. As soon as I saw them bail in the water, I jumped on VHF channel 16 and radioed Vancouver Coast Guard. Advised them of a boat fire to the west end of their helipad, 3 people involved, and within 30 seconds, the Coast Guard Osprey responded. We stayed in the area to advise them of the location of these 3 people who we could no longer see. We had about 6 passengers on board. We were drifting ourselves into clouds of smoke. We had to leave the area.
We had the call on the VHF radio. We came down. The whole dock was fully involved in fire. The small boat was against it. The Coast Guard were already on location. As we came around the end of the dock, we saw an Oriental female kneeling on the dock, hidden under the smoke. So my partner here backed the boat up, and she jumped in the water, and we pulled her on board.
So she would have been stuck if you hadn't been around?
She would have either been stuck or she would have had to go off there and swim, and she was pretty scared, so I think the fact that we were there did help.
The police vessel was there. So too was the harbor police, BC Hydro, and what was left of the Coast Guard, fighting to contain a blaze that had consumed a Coast Guard building, 2 Coast Guard vessels, several private vessels and cars, and an entire dock. There was simply not enough water pressure to reach the area. And while this entire location was tied up for hours, the owner of the boat that started off the blaze is thankful to be alive.
At the moment, I thought I couldn't make it. But finally I make it. I don't know how I make it, but I thought, gee, I don't think I make it because, according to the smoke and the flame, it's real bad,
So you're just surrounded by fire underneath?
Yes.
Kate Corcoran is with us now, and Kate, it was a spectacular fire. Firefighters working incredibly hard. Were they frustrated because they didn't have a fireboat?
I think they were very